I think we are live. Yes. And we are officially in Dawntrail. Like, obviously I'm already inside of the game because first of all, I was cleaning my inventories and I had like a 3,000 person queue. So I figured that wouldn't be fun to stream. But now that I'm in, and now that I'm done with my inventories, kinda. I still have those minions that I just got. Anyways, we're not gonna think about that. I can start doing content. Now, we're gonna see what all of this is about because I was gonna get the new jobs, but I would rather just get the story done first. I mean, the jobs aren't going anywhere, but I would rather be up to speed with the story first and foremost before getting any spoilers in social media. And it's been 2 fucking years, man. I need more content and more music. So, let me increase a little bit. A new world to explore. Ojika Tsunjika has a message for you. Welcome back, Hound. I just had word from Arambil. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait at the main hull while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Yes! New thingy. Here comes the buddy. Ah, the buddy. And the other buddy, the new buddy. Wuklamat! Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound to Tural. There will be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. Oh, you baby! Oh, you baby! The hair looks good now. It's a baby. Look at the baby. Headpants. I'll voice the next ones. I just need to get something to drink. That's why I'm not doing it right now. Oh, yes, a baby. Oh, look at the textures on the face. Hell no. Yes, Psycho, we're adventurous. I would do it here, but there's my mic, so. I'm gonna get something to drink really, really quick. Where's my BRB thing? Eh, eh. Okay, I'm back. Had to reply to some Discord messages, but here we go. Okay, let's go. So now we go talk to the boy. Oh, it's a Lala. It's a baby. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Yes. My daughter.
Do not be so quick to relax.
I like his accent.
Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
Yes.
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Yes. Bonk. Yes. It's a baby. Let's go.
And so does our ship cast off from the
Is
docks.
he gonna be the fucking new narrator?
We sail west, as Kattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Tural. Look at fucking Woodla map up there. Like a fucking queen already.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
Yes. She also deserves head pats. She might be big and strong Hrothgar, but she deserves head pats. She's baby as well. Oh, the fucking graphics, man. I have a pretty shitty graphics card and it still looks good. I hope I can upgrade it at some point so that I can look at it so much better. Also, I need to increase the volume of the music a little bit more. Because I need this music. I've been waiting so long. My dog is up. Hello, baby. We're going to Tuliolal.
Smooth sailing so far?
Smooth sailing.
Aye, so far so good.
Oh, so far so good.
But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
Even Krylis out here being a badass bitch. Well, badass baby bitch.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but... I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know.
Yes. Oh, look at the clipping. Glorious.
Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession.
Tell me about it.
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat
Oh.
with them yourself?
Or they can
I'm
tell
sure
me about
you
it, I
have
guess.
questions of your own.
I want you to tell me. You are baby. But fine, I'll talk to the Mamulja.
Did you look out across these same waters, grandfather?
Kaluf. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. First of all, music. I hope it's not too loud on the stream, but either way, I really need my music. Fongenantine. Oh, this will be my first time. My first visit to Tural. Fongenantine's the name. I was working with Estame's aesthetics in Ulda, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlie in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting, and failing, to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all, regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Yeah. I mean, I wanna talk to baby. It's a baby headband. No, I haven't. I wanted to give you headband. You also deserve headband. Or backpan. Oh, she's nervous. I can feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? Yes. You always want to fight. I fucking love you, Alize. I see you in Eosia before. You're a great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but when more of you Eosians come into Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Yeah. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketenram. You know, the first Eosian to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Mamoja's leader is said to have welcomed Ketenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of the friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, papotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eosia like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Ketenram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Popotos. Oh, it's a llama. Oh, it's a baby! Headpan. I heard Ernbill was looking for passage to Tuliolal, so I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Tural. Ah, so we thank the Lala. This whole expansion is thanks to the Lala. An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda. specialty imports and exports, the ocean and Turali boat. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those of yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetzaro, the Hrothgar, the Hbraal. Not because every member of a given class is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Oh, interesting. Oh, my son. I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there be no need for it. Yes. Swarthy sailor.
Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants to the rights of succession, your young Mook Lamad being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise.
Okay, well, I want to know who the other 3 are. I bet one of them is gonna be fucking Thancred. No, actually, Estinian. He's not gonna want it, but someone's gonna make. Actually, I'm just kidding. Did you learn anything of interest? Yes, I learned stuff, Cryle. Oh, I had heard about that clan names. We should have Clamat and Erbil teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin. Yes, give me cutscene. So when I went to get coffee, which by the way, it's done. I went
How's
to
your
get
stomach?
ice cream,
Any
which isn't
better?
done.
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Yes.
Isn't
word.
that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother,
Would you have to moan like that, man?
We're in the teeth of the Nomads! Reef that sail for the last snaps!
Oh dear.
Only Elvis at watch! This wing's too strong to take in yourself! I'm falling off the mast! We need help!
I bet it was a llama.
Below decks first!
Oh, it's a baby!
Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a sending sailors tumbling.
Dumbling.
The dauntless Alizé almost lost to the sea herself.
wanted to remove the cursor.
Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Dude, that looks so bad. Yo.
What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Ah, yes. Just press. Ah.
Woklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural.
Tural.
In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
I mean, no shit, Sherlock. It's gonna be a tumultuous fight for the throne, but I wonder how it's gonna be tumultuous. Is there gonna be intrigue? Is there gonna be lying and deceit? Is there gonna be just a lot of fighting? Or is there gonna be a lot of secrets left to unfold? I just want tacos. I want fruit. I want potatoes. I want new gear. And I want better hairstyles. That's so bright.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air?
Oh, she's so sweet.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
They're boobies!
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
And I will show you.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Why is she so happy?
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway.
Halfway?
If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm.
The storm.
As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
Why she's such a baby?
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Yes. The classic nod. Best answer one could ever give. Nod.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Oh, is this the trailer part? Yes! Should probably change my
Enjoying yourself for a
chess
change?
piece. Look at those fucking eyes, man!
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Tural! Oh, she's so
At
pretty.
last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Why am I so happy right now? They're just sailing on the sea. I already feel teary-eyed. I can't. You can't really see it, but I feel it. Ugh. Just let me do stuff. I cannot deal with cutscenes. Tuliolal. Oh, this is so good. It's a baby. Slight side note, I just realized that Arknights had reset.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
I should probably do that on the side.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tuliolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
So proper, so baby.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are traveling with Buklamat.
That's like traveling with the warrior of light. Oh, badass Hrothgar. Reminds me of one from Bostja.
Visitors to Tural?
Spral.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliolal?
Bitch.
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Buklamat.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
There you go. You're my
Please
buddy now.
accept our apologies.
Yes. You are buddies
No
now.
need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
Oh, look at the happy Mamuja.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Yes. See you around, buddy. I like his coat. Looks like a
Well,
kid's
well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
Well, you don't act the part.
Anyway, first things first.
God, that hairstyle, I can't get over it. It's so good.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Thank you. It's a lava. Oh God. Well, despite the storm's effort to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Yes. You have arrived in Tulihyolal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Old Charlian. Thank you. Buklamat, the nation of Tulihyolal. While being on solid ground has improved Buklamat's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Oh. Yes, this is the big fat taco time. Right then, first things first. She's so derpy. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Yes. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strangers folks were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Buklamat, are you unwell? Not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my handpicked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to, command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Buklamat is certainly royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Hound, you and Kryl can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. The voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Yes. Enjoy your wanderings. Baby. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. Oh. Head pat. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself, what with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which the music. Which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoktural, the southern landmass. The clans then produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Vevi should be our next stop. I don't know how to say that word. Wuklamat and Kryl are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can blah blah blah. Yeah. We know that. Oh, look at that lava. Let's pet the lava. Yes, of course I'll be streaming it. Gotta keep record of what I'm doing. This is Bayside Vevi, Tuliyoral's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right. I should mention that there in Tuliyoral we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu Pelu created. But don't worry. More and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also Wachumeki Meki, another market to the east of here. But that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Oh, I can't wait to see what you have in store for me. Let's go. I can't wait to grab that etherite. Oh wait, there's one thing that I should do. Volume server, this PC display name. Now display type, initials, titles. There we go, a lot better. That should ease up all the lag that I was feeling. At least, maybe a little bit. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tuliyoral. I think I told you before, but my brother, Koana, spent 3 years studying in Charlayan. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed me to the idea at once. Had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is a gate which leads to Shaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post. On the way though, that's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Sure. Oh, it's a lava. I must pet the lava. pet the law. This fucking music though. Fuck it. I'll turn it up. I'll turn it down in a little bit. Someone said something about a hunt where... later on, sure. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuk-Lamat gets her endless endurance. Yes. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Dude, I'm gonna be vibing to this music so much. Not just this song, but everything. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyolal and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning, at least until 3 years ago, when Soral Ya took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alfino and Alice should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talonmarch. Sure. Let's go wherever. Also, I'm just gonna point this out. Rain. Everywhere I go, there's fucking rain. Even IRL right now, there's rain. Do something really quick over Arknights. I just need to finish this. Massive, isn't it? Yes, it is. And once I'm done doing this, I will tell you how amazing the gate is. But first, just a few clicks. I guess that's it for now.
and on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents, Yok-Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Shak-Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale? I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiac. But getting back to Shak-Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuli-Yolal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. Aww. Ice cream. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Bro, I just want experience, man. I want dungeons. Crossing the bridge to Shak-Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the right of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm the servant. But until then, you'll just have to wait. Oh, hell yeah. I'll make sure to win. Ah, there we go. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. Yes. Yes, indeed. They need to stop doing this, man. Must have covered half the city by now. Tuli-Yolal isn't like any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. A city of stairs. Wuklamat is ready to commence the second half of your Tuli-Yolal tour. We'll head west next, towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Have dirigibles too? Tuli-Yolal certainly doesn't want full meters of trouble. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Yes. I mean, there's nothing else that I should... Yeah, sure. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Ah. More fitting, right? I'm almost done with my ice cream. Just struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhui temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Shak-Tural, to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yokhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendence Quarter.
the biggest residential district in Tuliyolal. We climbed these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Okay. Papa's palace is called Bolok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. Okay. But actually, no. I want my teleport. It's a big. Such a happy music, I like it. Oh yes, I should have followed the right path, but no, how? I wanted to jump down. Oh, it's a baby!
Oh, it's a baby! Look at the baby.
So this is the resplendent quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yoctural clans. Mamulja, Shibral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tonawawuta, Hexaro, and Shetona who moved south from their ancestral lands in Shaktural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliyol's diverse character. The dormants on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. That big drum there is called the Down Herald. They played for formal occasions like when honoring the Landsguard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and it ripped the skin. And me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Damn. Never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Fair enough. Let's go down. Nyeh. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuli-Yolal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kuana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa taught them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. This, I should probably go to, I don't know, 4 hard cabins, or actually survive. Okay. Oh, right. I'm over here like, oh, which Aetherite get it's closer to where I want to go. Nope, bro. I need to actually walk there first. Ah, gotta love new content. I think I'm gonna turn on my fan. I'm starting to get hot with this shirt, which hadn't happened in forever. It's been raining. Oh, wait. I've already done the drum thing. Wait. Oh, it's a baby. Look, baby. Baby. Anyways, this is it. The Arch of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Tural Landgate. Oh. Sorry. It's known as Yogg-Tural Landgate. But when Papa founded Tuli-Yolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. So this gate is... oh, fuck. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Ah, babies. Those are called... what are they gonna be called here? Alpacas! Okay, they're called the same. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You have no idea. They spit. You'll learn. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. Oh, I hope she learns. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. That's a lot of things popping.
If you wish to learn the history of Tuliolal, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? Cry. You are a baby. Cry regards the stone pillars curiously. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see something much more interesting. Okay. Wait. Oh, just a destination, okay. Might get coffee, since that's it, that it's gonna take a while. Might be a voice cutscene. Please? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go get coffee.
Oh shit, I need to close my door. God damn it. Darn it. Henry, ¿cómo está el perrito? Hola, oye, soy un baby. Chiquito. My dog looks a little bit tired. Kind of like me, but I need content. Oh. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamuja. Oh, then this must be... That's right. It follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja. His journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyolal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyolal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Yes. Okay. This is new. Lay of the Brotherhood. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Kit. Something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in the Orsi as well. The records say he traveled Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in the Orsi as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozama Uka. Ah, the people Afina almost mistook for Banu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Okay. Lay of Repast. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of Shibral, like me. For decades, the Shibral and the Mamulya were at war for control of the forest of Yakt El. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyolal. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bosnia known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Shibral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lay of Pots. Let's see. This one is of the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Banu are the only people with distant Turali counterparts. Yes. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yes. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkopacha. Having created our currency,
The Pelu are rightfully known as the merchant clan. They oversee Tuliyolal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders.
So those are the human-looking mask people.
Oh, this one is my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power.
So primal.
Totoro described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urcopacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valigarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliyolal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyolal's history, whatever that might be. Ah. The Lay of Proof. That big fellow is of the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Shak Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after relaunching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urcopacha. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the powers and sorcererless to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. Why would they move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history?
Oh, I'm giving her an accent that doesn't fit her.
Had you filled your history then? Yes. Thank you very much. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Yes.
Did I grab this one? I don't think I did.
Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliyolal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them.
But I like how they're made here at Shbalyab. Yeah. Oh, these look like Mayan names. And I need one right in front of me, right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brook Ebu.
Brook Evo!
Actually, since this is voiced, I'm gonna...
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
Like our skeptical
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
I'm done with my soup. Just cleaning my mouth.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
Ah, crunchy tacos. Oh. No.
Oh.
What the hell?
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
Brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
Oh, oh.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Damn.
Unlike the sneevling house cut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
The kitten.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Ah,
Are there other two-headed claimants?
no.
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste.
Big fat tacos.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
Yes.
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know.
No.
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
Tacos?
So it goes.
Oh, it'd be the same. Destiny or tacos? Tacos. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliyola cuisine. We should hurry and join Avino and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even the eastern side of Talonmarch if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city's laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Wolok Shunsa. Ah, my poor empty belly. Okay. You know, those were options, but my option is teleport. Well, this is where the cutscene happens, I think, on the trailer. Oh, or here, rather. I don't know. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. Still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri, but the Constance won't wait for us forever. Oh. The rite of succession.
I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short term. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. 'Twas like herding a pair of unruly curls. Heh, I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then. Now is the time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know if I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Oh! The boy.
When did he get here?
You know what, mate?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man?
Oh, yeah.
Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
Yes, that is my father.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Oh no. Bro, don't push me in like ahead of the line to fight, you know? Oh.
I see you, warrior.
I am a warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Taral.
I've seen what lies east.
I've seen what lies
This time I chose west.
I chose west, boy.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout.
The
If you
witness.
thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
What?
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
We call her that eventually. Lamati.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonash.
It's Erenville now, Dawn Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then.
The Armbal. Erenesh, Armbal.
And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Yes.
Ha! All-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Good fortune, my friends. I am the ancient girl that wanders alone. Listen here.
The claimants are assembled.
Okay.
The first promise, Sorolja. The second promise, Ona.
Just a cat boy.
The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant.
Dawn Servant.
He has such a weird accent.
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young. And so I look to the always for inspiration. The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyola I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamucha at all. So I gave the right of claimant not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one-head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yoctoral and find the City of Gold.
Eh!
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
No.
Are you for us proof my unbroken word? For I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
Trust me, bro. Angie. Angie,
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyomal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them. Bring them.
Nice armor. Oh, it's the same one that I saw at the start. Maybe they're like the Lance Guard. Eh.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth.
What is this, Pokemon?
Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Exciting.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
Hell yeah.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja just successor and be done with it.
Fuck out of here, dude.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching.
Oh.
And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Kryl Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you? It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No.
No, not at this time.
Damn! What do you mean not at this time?
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City.
Oh.
To fulfill your request, would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Oh, poor baby.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Yes.
Very well, Dawntrail.
Pictomance your way to
On my honor
victory.
as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City.
City.
Thank you for hearing my petition.
A baby.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galuf.
Oh, Galuf. She's gonna get answers. She is gonna be baby, and she's probably gonna make me cry at some point. Oh. I need to go pee.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Yes. Not.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Oh man, I want adventure. Give me an option that says don't be a bitch. Oh, what?
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I'm so tired of trying to get. Like, obviously, I don't think it's gonna show up in the camera, but it's my eczema on my elbow.
Is that so? I will speak no more of it then.
Okay, buddy.
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Okay.
Here they come!
It's Seralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
No. Serelja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resiliant son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
So happy.
Seralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard. Serelja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Seralja is indeed the natural child of Guru Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children, yet Seralja was born all the same, with a head of Resolve's features and a head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Uklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Seralja, the warmonger.
No. We're not supposed to see that.
Are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zuwarja's ambitions, deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences, more dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading
I did sleep a little bit
easier.
earlier, like 2 hours maybe, no, more like an hour and a half.
The elders, they complain about abandoning
Like,
tradition. But
a
we're
little
not
in
like them,
between
afraid of
the time when I
everything
finished my
foreign and
stream and
new.
when I had to... No, actually it wasn't that.
You
After
are a wholehearted
I took
supporter.
care of Grandma,
With your
you know, 'cause it
ingenuity
was
and
like half an
knowledge,
hour
you're
when
sure to win the contest.
what am I saying? See,
Forgive me, but the
it was
right of
after I
succession
took care
is
of
barely
Grandma.
begun.
I tried to
I will
hurry
hear
up. I came back to
if
bed.
and
I
when
dozed
I am
off.
named Dawn Servant.
And then before she called me to
If
just
you
like
will excuse me.
actually finish, because I usually give her dinner and hang out with her. This time I
Plain
was like,
spoken,
I'll give
as
you your
always.
dinner. I'm gonna doze off a little bit.
That's a corner.
And then
Back
at the end of the
to
night, she's like,
fault.
okay, time to go to bed. And I just help her get there. So in between those two things, I dozed off.
Here
a
we
bit.
have Kona, the second promise.
Con
He
Koana.
spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
Heard?
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
The trunk.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Who voices this guy? I had a brief glimpse of Xenos.
Well
I don't know
said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakujaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
Aye.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Damn. No.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Hey, fucking assholes. There's one more left.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away.
It took you like 2 seconds, don't worry.
This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
Ah. You're gonna speak.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Ah, yes.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear
They
them.
did that poor Hrothgar dirty with that voice.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone, I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
But...
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Okay.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Okay, now I gotta go pee. So. Actually. Okay, I have returned. Oh. No, I promise I didn't fall asleep. Alright, let's keep going. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuli-Yolal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Yes, now. Damn. Oh my god. Ugh. Even if it's a game, it just kind of, you know? That makes everyone. Uklamat, the tablets if you would. Of course. Could see. Everyone has a tablet. Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawntrail said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tural's peoples, and we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuli-Yolal saga. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently, it ravaged Yoktural several years. Oh my god, what's happening to me? Apparently, it ravaged Yoktural several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're most susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time like taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. Yes. If it's information we need. Just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. Bye. Okay. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Oh, the inn? We're going to the inn? Maybe. Oh, it's a llama. Let's pet the llama. That's right. The reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you finish organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Shpalyap Tie.
Greetings, visitors of Tuliolal, and welcome to the Forard cabins. Whenever you are ready, I will show you to your rooms.
I really hope she doesn't talk anymore. I don't want to keep doing that voice. Where are Villain Wuklamat, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. Yes. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. Yes. I give you credit for taking an initiative at least. What do you mean at least? I am honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I too am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions where we need to act independently, so I bought these for the two of you. Oh, link pearls. What's this? 'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It will be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Yes, and I guess this is where we decide which part of the story to go. The Tuliolal saga features a number of Tural clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okhanu, is located in Kozamauka. The other, smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods. in Wachenpelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put the adventurer's instincts of yours to work for us, Hound? Pick our destination. Ah, yeah, there we go. Which one do I want to do first? I want to do Chonky Man first. So what is this you'd like to know? The route to Okhanu. We go south through the Arch of Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozamauka River. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however. My brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozamauka, we should head over to the Arch. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, Master Merchant. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink till you feel at Shvalyaptie. It's all been arranged. Yes. The hunt. You there. You are a hound ready into gratis, are you not? The adventurer from across the water who has been lending the third promise his strength? Yes. Oh, I took the left one. Nice. Then well met. To tell the truth, I have been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time. I have a proposition for you. You are familiar with the Orson hunts, yes? We have something very similar here in Tuliolal. And having heard much of your philanthropic spirit, not to mention your capacity for violence, we should very much like to recruit you to our cause. If you are interested, speak with my associate, Paul Ogao. The Shbral is a master of the hunt and administers to the bills in the square overlooking the port. Tell him the Wing of Protection recommends you. Okay, bye-bye. There's another one here. Sights of the... Ah! I don't think I've even done the Endwalker sights. What do we have here? Oh, damn, he's fabulous. Look at him. Your posture could use some work, but you've got good eyes. Eyes that have seen a few things. You here to sign up? Yes. Yeah, the Wing of Protection recommend you, do they? Well, we're always on the lookout for new hunters, and if you're good enough for Wuklamat, you're good enough for us. Pleasure to have you with us, Hound. Suppose I better get down to the introductions. Or maybe I don't need to. This whole idea came from your side of the sea, after all. It was Koana who showed us your ways. Hunts! Either way, I'll keep it brief. Our hunts work not the same way they do in Eorzea. We put a bounty on those beasts that prove themselves an enemy of the people. You kill them and bring us back the proof. You get the reward. While your reputation may precede you, rules are rules, and the rule is I have to test every hopeful out on beginner's builds. Can't have every youngling with nothing to his name but a plowshare and a dream of glory skipping merrily away to his doom. Prove yourself in Tural, and I'll give you some bigger, mightier fish to fry. Okay, buddy. So, to check something. Come on. Yeah. Fuck! I didn't grab the new one. I swear, if it's down there, I'm gonna punch someone. No, okay. Elsby, Ironheart. Ah, fellow Ocean, am I right? Do you fancy yourself much of a sightseer? Yes. I have Abgal. Dear old Millith gave you her journal. My, what a small world. It just so happens that I'm her cousin. Elsby Ironheart, at your service. Well, if you've met Cousin Millith, I'm sure you can guess why I crossed the salt, as they say. This continent is positively brimming with sights unseen by Ocean eyes, and I'm here to discover them all. My twin sister and I, that is. You see, I had more interest in Yok, while she was drawn to the business of Shack. So it was that we parted ways at the bridge, each of us touring half of Tural. So, give me your sightseeing log then. Okay. Let's see. Oh, how beautiful! I should like to see these places myself someday. Sorry. I was going to just scribble down my notes on Yoktural. I included what my sister shared with me of Shaktural, but I'm afraid it isn't much. My twin's name is Emily, and she's still wondering about over there. Given your natural affinity for Ironhearts, you'll doubtless run into her someday. Well, I'm sure you've got place to be and business to behold. May your journey throughout Tural be bright and unforgettable. Bow. Yeah. I still have to get that one. Come on, man. Okay, fine. I'll go get that one first. How though? Alpaca keep. Are we all ready to leave? Yes. Then onward to Kozama Uka. Open the way. Yes.
Kozamauka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Also, it's raining. Just pointing that out.
Look at those falls. Even from this
Oh,
distance,
wow.
you can feel the weight of that water.
Damn, look at those falls.
The Isle of Palm was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Okay. Turnbull is gonna be the new I'm done with life NPC that follows us around. Oh, it's a baby. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? A good thing she has Ernbill to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Yes. Oh, there's 3 of them. Damn. The good doggo. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu Hanu village I was telling you about. Okhanu. Ah. Okay. Oh, cutscene. I love this song. It's like our friend said. The people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find the selector. Ah! Mr. Chunk. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, Kali. Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise entourage. I, Zanu Hali, welcome you to Okhanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. Oh, well, that was quick. So our idea about the electors was correct. Just do as Papa said and retrace his path from the saga. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time. All in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Yes, well. Hello, I came to say hi. Goodbye. Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. Surprisingly prudent of you. What? You think I'm being too cautious? No, I'm impressed is all. You admire and respect your father, who is prone to decisive action. So I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never. I do look up to Papa, But you should know that he has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is a thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him, but there's more to the Dawn Servant you've seen thus far. I should like to speak with the head of reason one time. Well, I'm sure you'll catch him awake soon enough. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Okhanu, then do some groundwork before the feat begins. Something like that. I mean, I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Uklamat has a right of it. As Elder Sanohali is a resident of this village, learning more about it can only improve our chances in the feat. Might I suggest a division of forces? For instance, Erinville, Alisay, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Uklamat, Hound, and myself will handle the northern half. Yes. Sounds good to me. Yes. Indeed. Oh, kind of come from all the way out here. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it here for now because I don't want to be slowly dozing off for content. So, thank you for joining. I'll be doing this in a little bit, a few hours. And bye-bye.